name is Seth Ferranti. I'm the author of the Supreme Team and the founder of the publisher, Gorilla Convict Publications. Well, I put my first Street Legends book out. It came out in 2008. And what it is, I took 6 different gangsters from the crack era and I devoted a chapter to each one. And I put the first one out, and Supreme, from the Supreme Team, there was a chapter on him in the first one, and a lot of people liked it. It just kind of grew from there, into Street Legends Volume 2, and then I did the Supreme Team book. Supreme was the namesake and the leader, but he was locked up at a lot of different times. So what I wanted to do is, through him, I got in touch with a lot of the other guys, and I wanted to not only tell his story and focus on him as the leader and the namesake, but I wanted to talk about all the guys in the Supreme Team, because it was just a cast of colorful characters, and I thought they needed their due in American history. Oh yeah, in prison, my books are really big. I would say prison is probably my biggest market. I could go to any prison basically on the East Coast, and as soon as I got on the compound, people knew who I was because of my work. Man, in prison it was hard, because in prison they have all the policy statements that say you can write, and they even encourage you to write. But if you write about anything, like I'm writing about true crime in prison, and I'm writing about prison gangs and all types of stuff like that, and they didn't like that. I got locked up in the hole probably 15, 20 times over my 21 years. Usually it was basically almost like once or twice a year from when I started writing around 1999. And it was a big challenge for me, because what they do, they don't tell you that you can't write. But what they tell you, they put you in the hole, so it's like they try to deter you from writing, but it was like kind of unspoken. We're gonna put you in the hole because you wrote this. Now think about it for 30 or 60 days as you sit in 24-hour lockdown, and think if you still want to do this when we let you back out on the compound. But when you go to the hole, you don't have nothing else to do but write. So I would just write. I would go to the hole for 30 or 60 days and I would just write more stuff. And it was also kind of a thing. I've always kind of been, like that rebel without a cause. I sold drugs and all that stuff, and I was kind of misguided as a youth. But I found a cause. Writing became my passion. Writing became my cause. So, now I was a rebel with a cause. So I was like, okay, you could put me in the hole, but I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna keep writing. I don't care what they do to me. I don't care what the problem is. I don't care what the consequences are. I'm gonna make a future for myself while I'm in prison, so that when I get out, I can stay out. And for me, writing was that angle.